Beautiful.
KWJT, Puget Sound from Space. You're over here with Corey, tapping in with Tavares, sliding with Solana, and rocking with Rolando. And a whole lot of gang shit. You already know what the fuck going on, man. KWJT, we're back at it again, but we're on the road.
Yes.
As you can see on the other side of the screen, you're probably like, where the fuck are these guys at? Well, we'll tell you in a second, but you know I like to start the show off with a whole lot of things and stuffuses. So, first and foremost, thank you for all the groovers who continues to tap in. We truly appreciate you. It's been a long time since I've said that, so I hope you feel the love from over here. We cannot do this without you guys. 2, if you're joining us today because of this episode, please go hit that subscribe button. We would truly appreciate that. We are on all streaming audio platforms, so check us out if you want to listen to us. I'm with Corey.
Hello.
I'm Tavares. We got Cole in the back. And without a further ado-ski, let me reintroduce this week's guest. We got Segi up in the motherfucking building. Actually, we're in his motherfucking building. It's Groovy Tapes in his building. So, welcome back, brother.
Come on.
Thank you for actually having us.
Thank you for hosting.
And hosting.
And cooking.
And cooking. And
it's the least I could do.
I mean, we've done interviews. People have done less. So this is
actually have done the most.
You guys deserve it. You guys need your flowers. You guys have been going crazy. And I just got to say that intro, you're natural.
It's back.
That was the natural.
It's back.
You know what I'm saying?
It's back. It's the Thespalone. Right it's the Thespalone. No cap. Provided by, this, all those things. You feel me? But we're here. It's good to be back in motion. My brother's going crazy right now. But it's awesome to have you back, family. Back on the platform. It actually has been some years since you've been on the platform. We're year 3 now, and you were one of our first interviews within that year where we really kicked it off. So it's just honestly amazing. We love to start off the show with just a whole bunch of love. How are you feeling, Corey? Can I rock out?
I mean, you're gonna go crazy, so go crazy. I'm gonna let the tequila speak for you.
Yeah.
Yes, please let the tequila speak for me, because I'm going insane. Well, we're here to talk about one thing. If the groovers are seeing us on the other side, right behind Corey, our brother dropped recently a project, In Touch But Out of Reach.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to start off with where did you come up with the unique title? Listening back on your project, it conveys a lot of emotion. I wanted to ask if that was intentional.
Definitely, it was intentional. I felt like, this past year, I haven't been as consistent as, I wanted to be due to just other circumstances with life. And I feel like everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
So that title really spoke to me, and I feel like it described every track on the album as a story of just, being in touch but out of reach, and, still having to take a step back so you could take a couple steps forward.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I came up with that, for sure.
So for me, I've been pressuring artists and just like talking to artists about that process of a hiatus. It's been a couple years since like a full project has dropped. Like, what have you been learning during that time, and just like taking in to like put out? Because I really love the album. I was slapping it here. I was slapping it in Japan. And it's one of those projects where I feel like you've honed in on your sound, and you've really like, this is what you'll know me for. This is how you can receive me. Like, a lot of people don't have a unique sound to them, or it takes them a while to find that in this craft. I feel like you fleshed it out in the first project, and here you really drove it home and really just gave people like who Segi is. But like, what has that process been like for the last couple of years?
Definitely taking a step back has really helped me find myself. And, through the music, I wanted to be relatable. A lot of people, when they rap, it's like a lot of people don't want to listen to stuff where it's like, it's not timeless, or like they can like people want to listen to relatable things that they go through in everyday life, because you know, if you hear something and somebody's talking about money and change, that's everybody's motivation and dreams, but you know, a lot of people go through real things on a day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to be very relatable on this project and speak about my experiences and everything I've been through, and try to do my best to put that through the music and still make it sound authentic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, I think you executed that well. My favorite bag that you get in is when you go that New Orleans bounce. Because I feel like every time you drop a project, you find that bounce single.
Definitely.
Where does that come from, just for you to have something that's just like really fun and enjoyable through, like really telling your story? But like, I feel like you always find like a way to have fun through your music and really have a song that's like, this is what we're going to be outside to. This is what you're always, whenever you drop, I feel like you always have a summer hit on like your hands, or you create like a summer vibe.
Yeah, no, definitely. I always try to like capture every type of emotion. So, you know, when I'm in that mode, I definitely want to put something out there for the feel goods, you know, and everybody can relate to that, and having a good time, and it's for the soul. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to hear that. You know, the best music, I feel like, is timeless music that hits the soul, that just makes you remember the time you're in. You know what I'm saying? So I've always enjoyed making that type of music, and I'll continue to do that. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh hell yeah!
Sure.
Oh hell yeah!
Brother, if you don't mind, go ahead and ring off one of those motherfucking. Because we're back. It's vintage Groovy tapes. Corey's running the soundboard.
I'm a rookie though.
Nah.
I haven't done. I've made him do the soundboard for the last 2 years. I gave this shit up. So like getting back to it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely put me to work. Which has been amazing. And then before we move on, like one thing I took from the discussion, plus listening back on your project, was those relatable themes that you were talking about, like, really shine through. One of the like reoccurring themes throughout the project that I found, which was awesome and interesting, was just you speaking on fatherhood. Neff is amazing. Like I'm always seeing Neff, like he, across the street. So I'm always seeing him, and it's a constant reminder. And then for you to like have that implemented in the music, I think it's important, and it's always awesome listening back onto it, because I feel as if a lot of people, they'll speak so much about their persona through what they've created with music, that who they are at home isn't usually portrayed. But I thought you did an amazing and awesome job this past project of just basically meshing those two. Like, you came OTC, and then you guys came out the gate swinging like that. Year one. Now we're year 3, and it's like a lot more refined. It's like intentional, and all the steps that you're taking led you up here, and like this is where I'm going from now. So the project's honestly awesome. You guys should go check it out, Groovers at home, if you haven't already.
Please.
You'll find it on most streaming platforms. I wanted to ask, man, like you your name in the streets is Seattle's Drake. How do you feel about that? Being put up in that, like, those great names,
That's a crazy comparison. Obviously, he's one of the GOATs.
Right,
sure.
right.
So, I mean, I don't take it as disrespect, or, I don't get too big-headed of it. He's obviously one of the GOATs, so, I take that as, okay, I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, when I heard that, I was... That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you've been getting a lot of like love on shout out Tassi and Stack Bundle.
Yeah.
And Mook. They brought you and it was Dante from
Island Mogul.
Island Mogul, yeah.
Yep. A shout out to him too. Yeah, for sure.
I wanted to ask, what is it like making, like, because I know you just make music for people, but what's it like having your own community tap in and really receive it and like champion it? You'd be like, this is what we're pushing, this is what we're on for you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I love my Polynesian people for sure, and I know it's something different, you know, but it's something I wanna do so I can motivate the younger generation to just say, you know, you can go outside your box, you can do what you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Like, because it's, I wouldn't say frowned upon, but like when it comes to doing music or anything outside of the Fasamo way or sports, I would say, it can be a very interesting conversation at home. You know what I'm saying? So I've always tried to be a person that the younger generation can look on and be like, I want to do that, or I want to be able to do what I want to do and push it to the limit. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a good feeling when I have my people support what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes. Nah,
I'm going to run these because I don't be over here too often. So.
keep them flying, brother.
Let's do another shot. Let's do another shot.
Oh,
yes.
Another shot. And Segi got us sipping so eloquently.
Oh, yes.
Today.
Cheers.
Can you tell the viewers at least what the rocks are?
Like, yeah. So, you know, I've been to Mexico a couple times, and we never want to water down our drinks. So I have some marble rocks that are frozen. So we don't water down the tequila, but it stays at a very beautiful temperature. But before we move on, I want to give you guys something.
Oh, what?
This is just like a gift, not just for me, but from everybody, TK, everybody who was a part of this.
What the fuck?
OTC. We just want to say we appreciate you guys. I know it's been a while, and this was one of the most memorable moments in Seattle. So it's nothing crazy, but I felt like
so tough.
I felt like they needed one of these at the
please,
spot.
brother.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's just a piece of memorabilia.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
and Corey loves
I
things
love
that he can, the physical, you know?
Yeah.
And this night, guys,
Oh,
guys,
man.
on the record / off the record, and it had nothing to do with brothers, but I almost lost my life that night. Me and brother.
I was gonna tell a happy story. This nigga went to the darkest.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Hold on. Before you go sad, can I go happy?
Go ahead.
Nah, that was crazy. Though.
It's so nuts.
crazy.
He could have talked about being on stage, hosting, getting a great opportunity. Almost died. I wanted to say that, like, you guys changed my perspective of the city. I remember just tweeting out and just seeing it. For me, that was one of the moments where I was like, we have it. You know, like we can build out real placements in the city, in the music scene, without traditional cosigns. I feel like that was really just like, you guys had to have a fan base that you brought out to see you guys and everyone you fuck with, and really brought the city together in a way that was really beautiful and hasn't been able to be done in the same capacity. Like, yeah, everyone's been doing shows, people have been on tour, but that lineup, just the amount of great music, the amount of dancing, like the amount of fun that was on stage.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was so beautiful. You two also brought the most male and female groupies out I've ever seen in the city. There was more niggas fighting me and Tavares to be on stage during both your you and TK's performances.
That's crazy, huh?
It was nuts.
Chop Suey sound people, and they were so mad. They were like, bro, we're going to stop this show if you guys keep letting people on the stage.
And at some points, they were like, we're not letting nobody on stage.
Bro,
niggas just keep climbing up.
I had to get into an argument with some random motherfucker. And I was like, bro, because I was like, you know, he was going crazy during TK set. And I'm like, okay, he must be brother. He must be like cool guy. And he was all like, I overhear him on the live, like, man, this is the first time I ever met TK. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing on the stage? Get your dumb ass off the stage. I almost, Fookie slammed him. But then I was all like, wait, I'm not here for security either. Like, but it was so, like, brother's not fucking lying. When I have the video of us on stage, but what a beautiful and surreal moment.
Amazing. So yeah, I'm very proud of like how you always put on for us. I wanted to use that moment to say that just because like you fly the flag, like you leave the state and all the story is just us. Like you're one of the people that really interact and appreciate with like us, and in a way that is past just like, oh, I'm trying to get an interview, which I love. Like you're really tapped into your city in every facet in every way, and I ain't never met no one that had a valid bad thing to say about you. So I think that the amount of respect you garner where you're from and how you put it back into the people that surround you, like show you're built for every challenge that comes with this. Which is, for me, is amazing because, like, a lot of people do this for shits and giggles or just, like,
facts.
To, run up money. But, like, I always appreciate that you come at it from, like, not only, like, making great music, like, to do this forever. Like, I want my shit played 50 years from now and you get the same feeling. But for, like, pure intentions. Like, you stand on, like, respect and business, which a lot of people don't really do here. Or aren't so prideful about, So I do want to commend you, like, in this industry of people who are shaking your hand just for, the next time they can ask you for something. You've never, not only have you never done that to us because we've always been family, but like even the amount of love you show consistently, like with the showcase of just having us like be on it and just be involved and just like every opportunity that you see for us, you share. I really love and appreciate that of you.
It's always love, man.
Already.
Y'all was the first ones we thought of. First ones.
Yes. Man. That first ones. You can go ahead and ring off that hand clap, brother. Yeah. But also like
Segi's one of them ones.
He definitely one of the ones. Plus, I think that opened up the floodgates for us and opportunities for the rest of like till present day. Yes. Like people still talking about rolling through the city for us as hosts. And like we're a very small part of the whole production. Like
you guys were a huge part.
It was
you guys kept the train rolling.
Yeah,
the bus rolling.
It was I almost wigged out. I love telling this story, but I almost wigged out, bro. Like because I was so nervous. I'm like running back and forth from sound guy. Corey's just trying to help me. He's just trying to like, brother, like they asked for both of us to host, and you're over here trying to host the whole thing. Like,
but I love that moment because Tavares was like, I'm just trying to make sure we do good. And I was like, I feel you, but like you need help? He's like, nah. Yeah. He's like, nah, I got it. Like, let me just
I need hella help. I need all the help. But I'm over here trying to strong arm the bitch and like, oh yeah, we got it. I got it, brother. Nah, I got it, brother. No, I don't have nothing. Like
you guys killed.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Thank you.
And yes, thank you for that opportunity. Such an amazing wild night. I ended up here at the end of the night after all the craziness, but yeah,
that was a blessing,
man.
That was a blessing.
I always love to say that was a small grain of the night, like what had transpired after the concert. That's such a small grain of the night because the rest of the night was just beautiful and amazing. Yeah. You seen like people of all like different backgrounds just loving the lineup from head to toe, like from the beginning openers to all the way to the end. Yes. Like people love the experience, and then you guys brought out the city. Like I seen people who I thought were dead, like type shit.
So, really on God.
You see them in the car. I was like, bro,
I haven't seen you in 10 years, bro.
What the fuck?
I had to be here.
You fuck with Tupac and Segi, bro.
I had to be here.
Duh, I fuck with them. I'm on the fire.
It was lit for sure.
So I wanted to ask about being able to take that moment and start opening up more shows, like going and doing Portland, I know you guys have done Vegas. So what has it been like after you guys created your own opportunity, getting opportunities after that?
Yeah, I mean, we've done a couple shows outside. You know, my brother Toupe, he's really the front runner right now, and yeah. So every opportunity we have to perform, you know, we're gonna show out, and always being outside of your city and seeing people sing those words is just a surreal moment. Like, you're like, how did it reach all the way over here? You know what I'm saying? Organically, and it's a crazy moment because we get caught up in just the moment. But when you take a step back and really reflect on it, it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
that it started from one point and now it's here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's always a surreal moment, and yeah, we got a lot of stuff lined up for sure. Yeah, excited for it.
Any tours planned with this one?
Some.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll leave it at that.
Sure.
You'll see it when it's announced.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask the musicians in the room, how do you guys feel about AI and that being like what the kids will do to try to make hits, but like YouTube being like real? I feel like you guys know real music and are real musicians, so like, how does that make you guys feel?
I feel like a lot of my because I'm definitely disgruntled with like at least like AR like or AI music.
Yeah.
Because it like at the end of the day, it's like artificial intelligence basically cycling through what's already out there and then creating sound from like what's out there, which is kind of essentially what you do as a musician. With the inspirations that you pull from. I'm just like it's really weird when it's I can't pronounce the word, but posthumous, after death, postpartum.
No, I
think that is that pregnant. Shout out our brothers in the back. It's like posthumous, but anyways, it's like when Pop Smoke dropped his album after he passed, and then it's like Mac Miller, like his project after he passed. That's my only issue. Truthfully, it's like, you know, which would be nice, and like, you know, of course we would love to hear the music from our legends, and hear how they would sound like present day, but I just think it's like, it's a little unethical because like, who knows if they would like want that, you know? Exactly. At the end of the day, I'm like, what if I'm hella grimy like after I pass, and I'm like, I don't want nothing out, like, and then one of my super fans is like, no, I love Siva. So let me make fake Siva and let me run it up. Let me cash all that out because I'm making better music than he was alive with this AI. So how do you feel about it?
It's a crazy thing to think about. You know, it's like the next step of like the music industry. It's like, because when I think about what is after this, you know what I'm saying, what's going on right now, and now this, it's crazy to think about. And what I think about it is, I just don't want it to take away from like the energy and like the emotion putting into it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it takes away from the artist and the intentions of the song. So it could be a good thing and a bad thing, but right now I'm stuck in between. So I'm not really sure how to feel about it, just because I feel like I'm not in position to, you know, be on that platform yet. So when it gets there, then I have a better answer for you.
The whole AI thing is crazy because at some point they can just make AI you. And you're just AIU is living out in the internet. And you're like, bro, I was in the cut. Like, and nah, bro, you actually held up 3 banks. And you're like, oh, okay, now I'm cooked.
Definitely crazy to think about.
Nah, I just think it's I I don't know. It's a shortcut that I don't think will work out. And then I'm always against artificial feelings.
It's a good way.
Oh my gosh, we need to clap for that. We need to clap for that.
Yeah,
Artificial feelings.
You know, so like I don't know if it's not real, if it's not gonna move me how I need it to move me. I think the kids look at it like a quick flip. You know, like this is their come up, this is their way of getting to the mountaintop. So I feel like it is gonna get watered down before we get any classics out of the AIs. It's gonna be a bunch of watered down ringtone beats, ringtone music.
Sheesh.
That that it won't give me that feeling of like real pain. You know, there's no suffering or no joy in the music. So I feel like there's gonna be an era, and I hope that it's not a long era, but there'll be an era of just like something's missing. You know, like music that like I feel like the underground will retake, just because we're in like a weird void, and especially with people trying to make artificial the new wave. That will like the real music will bubble back, but there'll be a period where it's like that ringtone era where it was just like everything that slapped was kind of ass, and like everything that was being pushed was like this weird, like I just need it as a ringtone kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm hoping that like that once we hit 2025, we're kind of done with this shit, or like the underground has taken over in a way where it's just like, oh, we're good. This shit can exist, but it don't really matter. It's just corporate shit.
For sure.
That's my hope. That's my hope.
I agree with you guys.
Break time?
It is break time, sir.
All right. I had a feling. It was getting a little hot over here, too. Break time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. We're back from break. And we're sipping.
And we're
good Thespelone vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Was that your segue to I'm about to pour myself a shot?
Sorry, I wasn't speaking in mic. Sorry, brother. My bad. That's definitely gotta let you know that. So please continue.
So off camera, we were just talking about how you've always hosted, and I've never, not the story. I want to talk about that was so fucking crazy.
The principle, brother. The principle.
No.
Just the idea of like you've always been able, like you've always hosted. You've always had been able to have a fun vibe around. I just wanted to know where that spirit came from and what it's been like for you.
No, for sure. I think I get that from my pops. He's always like a person that loves to gather people around or bring people around each other. And, I love to have company, you know what I'm saying? And make memories. And that's always been something I take pride in is bringing people together.
See, I feel like there's always a way to ask a question.
No, for sure.
And you're definitely a great host. Like being here, just like even when you came to the crib, like you guys were the first guests to bring anything. Like even though it was a bottle at the time, but like you guys were the first guests to be like, we didn't pull up empty-handed. We had something.
You got to bring something.
You got to bring something.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
No, I've always loved the ability of being able to be in someone else's space that like really enjoys it and like kind of curates it. So just being able to be here and like, food's been amazing. The laughs has been good. Like we're gonna kick it after this. Just that like that host mindset. I want to know how that translate for you in business and just like being like the boss and just being able to like kind of delegate and rely on people, but as well as just like knowing when to step in and when to step out. You know what I mean?
For sure. I take, there's a saying where it's just business, it's not personal. But my business is personal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you do some shiesty things when you do business with somebody, that's just how I feel like your person is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always stand on doing good business, shaking hands, just being as genuine as possible when you do your business, because it's about the people and karma is a bitch.
Facts.
Excuse my language, but karma will kick you in your ass for sure. So I really take pride on doing good business, having good time, showing people good time, because this life we live is definitely very short, you know, and it's about the memories for sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Are you back? You took a shot and you've been on.
Oh yeah, I'm actually over here just.
I know.
First of all,
That's why I had to check in on you.
Just cheers. So, you know, we can get into the things that we are here to get into. No, I was just playing.
Okay. Spicy.
Well, we're here now, and I wanted to ask you, you know, what's right now for you looking like? Are we getting visuals? Are we? Is there anything you've been working on after In Touch, Out of Reach? What's the plan for Segi at least?
Yeah, I'm definitely in this mode right now where I'm going crazy again. You know what I'm saying? That 2021 year when I dropped my last project and I followed up, and you know, there's a lot of visuals on the way.
Fire.
There's a couple features on the way.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna put this out here, and the people will receive another one by the end of the year. By the end of the year, I'm gonna give the people another one.
Yeah,
for sure.
me and Segi got one on the way.
Yes.
For all the groovers,
yes,
and people out there, we finally got one in. It's a blessing,
for sure.
and I'm so excited for you guys to hear that. I think it should be coming out soon.
I think it should too.
Yeah, no, after you know, when this comes out, and by the time everybody like hears about it and stuff like that, it should be on its way out. Like,
yeah,
we're refining it.
Is it for you? Is it for him?
It's for me.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, it's for me.
Oh, so you're sluffing.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Yeah.
can hold you
I think
accountable.
I think it's me who was sluffing. I wanted to.
No,
do
we're done with it.
things.
Actually,
we're done with it.
We're done with it. We're finally done with it. We just gotta mix it and then cover art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, look out for that one.
Fire.
I want some more of me. I'm like Judas.
No, definitely a vibe. Shout out to Trey Life. They actually made my interlude on my album.
Oh, wow.
Face interlude. So, you know, they came through, went crazy on the keys. Shout out Trey Life Music. You know? Yeah.
Shout out to the family.
It's exciting when two, you know, forces, like, you know, you definitely represent the South, and I feel like you're upstanding like Seattle artists. So just you connecting with, you know, our boys from Fed,
come on,
and creating that bridge is so important.
Also, you guys haven't. Have you? This is the first time you guys have worked together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we was in the studio recently.
Yep.
Came through.
Yep. And we had TK up in there. So yeah, it's awesome. It's finally coming together.
Long overdue.
Because we've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
And then like, bro, we're all like busy people. So finally finding the time to like get there and have all of us be present. It was awesome. Like, you know, I look up to those two. You know, I look up to you when it comes to business and music and how you guys carry yourselves throughout the industry. People be sleeping, you know, like when in the conversation of like Seattle artists, I feel like people don't mention you first and foremost enough, and then as well as like they'll forget like, you know, Tupac or TK, and then also like brother Quayherk and Drew, and like, you know, are the rest of the boys at OTC, and you know, shout out brother Zeke. You know, I know he's doing his stuff.
Shout out to him, man.
But you guys were definitely like that front runner, like we were mentioning before, of like, you know, getting out there and moving militant as a team. Right. I think that was so important. People were realizing like it's okay to work with each other. We were all under that same guise of like, oh, you know, this is I want to be independent. I want to be so independent. I want to get it on my own. Yeah. And then, you know, Out the Cut came out the cut, and y'all showed like what it's like to work with you know, with a team, and how everything blended well together. I mean, like, I feel like after that, a lot of people started trickling out and being more comfortable with leaning on one another, and it created a beautiful scene.
Definitely. Definitely.
I would for sure agree. You should always end those moments with Tavares' question. Just just to roast you at the end of it.
Thank you. Who got the best BBL in the game? Yeah, okay. What's your favorite tequila?
See, okay. See, all right, you got a point. Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right.
Yeah.
You got that one. He's fucking insane. Just because you've cooked for us today, I wanted to know what chef wise has been your like favorite bag to get into as far as cooking and things of that nature.
You know they call me the Samoan Gordon Ramsay.
No, I did not know this.
But I enjoy cooking. You know, I grew up in a family where all the men cooked. You know, and that's a part of a Samoan culture for sure. And I enjoy cooking, making food people love to eat. You know, it's always kind of like in my little circles like a bragging thing. Who makes the best? You know.
Yeah.
So I always take pride in that. You know, being able to have that underneath my wing for sure. So.
What do you make the best in your clique?
Everything.
You heard him, brother. Samoan Gordon Ramsay.
Come on.
I feel like I do a lot of things.
Was that you on the steak today?
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, yeah. He went Nuki. He went Nuki.
Yeah. You see these guys over here.
That shit was busting,
Not for sure, but yeah, I enjoy cooking, and I learned that from my pops as well. You know, he's always been on the grill, hosting, cooking a lot of food. So I take pride in that for sure, and I hope you guys enjoyed it for sure.
Of course.
Oh, it was smacking.
And then I would also like to add, like, Uncle Fa is a legend in these streets when it comes to functions. So I've been to plenty of those.
Shout out Pops, man. Shout out Pops.
While we're jumping around and topics and ideas, apparently you guys are the nicest 2K squad out here right now. OTC, the good five. If any groovers out there got a good five on the court, apparently you can get all the smoke from brothers over here. Do you enjoy is gaming like a pastime for you? Is it a way for decompressing? Is it just another way to like link up with the boys and spend quality time?
Yeah, I
or are you guys just competitive?
Just probably competitive.
Yeah,
honestly, you know what I'm saying. It's always a thing, like a downtime thing. That we do to, link up with the guys and things like that. But, I feel like everything we do, whether it comes to music, cooking,
right,
gaming, real life hoop that we do as well, whoever's out there. But we take everything competitive, but it's always a good competitive nature. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing crazy or anything like that, but it's just good times for sure. Yeah, but we haven't really been, it's been just crazy album mode right now and things of that nature. So, but definitely if somebody is out there wants to wager, if somebody's out there wanting to wager,
get the smoke. What's the 2K built for you?
Mr. Do It All.
Oh, okay, all around.
Yeah,
2-way.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask about dropping 2 videos in one, kind of, and what the idea behind that was. Because I know it's been, I wouldn't say it's a trend for good artists. I can't say it's a trend for everybody, but it's a trend for like artists that actually have the quality of music to like do something like that. So what made you do it?
I felt like when I did that at that time, I felt like those 2 tracks just blended perfectly together. I wanted to show a side of not just myself, but Seattle, of a daytime and a nighttime of the 2. I don't know if you guys hear that, but a daytime and a nighttime just vibes and how unique Seattle is. yeah, and that was my goal, and I felt like both of those songs had key points where it showcased that.
No,
Sure.
I definitely agree. I liked it. It took me. I thought it was high the first time I watched it, and I was like, because I played it, and then I like went to go do something, and then it started leading into Fly High, and I'm like, did it just auto? Because the autoplay is not on. I was like, did it just autoplay? Then I'm just like, nah. There were one. So I always love. I love when artists add like more to the story and just like, especially to someone who like doesn't pay attention all the time, but like is getting so much information. So just to be fed it in a way that's just like here's both visuals, you run it back, and then you'll get the same feel and you get the contradiction in that. So I definitely love that. Even I got the feel, and to hear the explanation behind it, definitely
Exactly.
it matches up to it,
Mm-hmm.
which is fucking fire.
Yes, sir.
Have you had any like personal goals outside of music that you've been wanting to accomplish? While you were doing your hiatus and after.
I would say I always take pride in fatherhood, and I know we touched on that subject a little earlier, but I wanted to be a better person to my friends and my family. Not that I'm a bad person,
Yeah,
but,
For sure. We grow though.
Exactly.
facts.
I wanted to be a better father, and just being a better man in general. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the things I was thinking about at the time where I took a step back from music before dropping this album, was just being a better man overall, and how I could do that, because I felt like, getting older, there's a changing point where it's like, okay, what do you want to leave behind? Your legacy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people out there that's probably not where they want to be, but you just never stop. I just say, I'm in that position as well. I'm not where I want to be, but I know where I want to be, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Yep.
No, I definitely see that trajectory for you, and then I've always seen it as far as your pacing and just like, you're not an in a box kind of person. You're not just looking for the easy idea or like the quickest way to whatever the top is for you. Like, I've always loved to see you like actually build out like on an idea and like achieve it. Like to even seeing you record over the last year, like most people are very quick to like, they don't really flesh their ideas out. So you get like either a very quick version of what they were trying to do, or just like kind of half-assed, and then later you'll be like, oh, like this is the full. You could tell that they're doing the full rollout. Yeah. So I love like even both of you did this with your last projects of just having like a full rollout idea. Just be like, I'm gonna give people content consistently. They're not just gonna like view it one time and just get over it. They're gonna be able to see me outside and really feel this, and I love that, especially with the marketing of today, of just like letting people know like I'm here.
Yeah.
This is the vibes we're gonna be on. I may give you more later in the year, but this is where we're at right now.
Exactly.
No, that's fire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bless.
I have it.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate those flowers from you, brother. Like, for real. Because you know what it takes. You know the ins and outs. You are someone who knows and appreciates the ins and outs of what it takes to, push yourself outside that box and be creative. So, thank you.
Absolutely. I just love I love full projects. And what I feel like you both do well is complete albums. Like you don't I feel like you don't do too much music, as far as just like there's like 30 songs that I hate, or even like if there's 10, like the 10 don't work. So I feel like you guys are very precise on curation, sequencing. Like I get on Tavares about sequencing like sometimes, but like I feel like it's very methodical. You're not just doing music. You are. It's not only is a business, but it's a feeling. Exactly. You know what should come next. Yeah. You know how things should be laid out. I feel like that. I don't know, that energy into like the craft is appreciated, especially by me, just because I love that that thought process. You know, it turns art into art for real for me. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people really forget that.
Yeah. For sure.
I had a podcast question of the week,
Yeah.
but I think you should ask one because mine is kind of nuclear.
But now I want to hear it.
Okay, so since AI has become really popular, we were talking about this the other day. Do you think you could teach one of those AIs how to suck you correctly?
Jeez. This is a question I'm
gonna refrain from
answer.
It was really just for him.
Yes.
I wrote.
Yes. Absolutely, I think I could.
I'm a spectator in this one.
Absolutely. Before let me throw some Blanco in my cup real quick because Corey, this is what Corey wanted, and Corey's gonna get what Corey wants. You feel me? Because yes, all it takes is a little bit of coding.
Yeah.
And then you feel me? And then Billy, actually, shout out our brother Billy, Eastside Bill. He tagged me and was all like, Tavares needs to invest in the AI sex robots that are going to come out in 2030. Excuse my French. I know my nephew is around, but bro, yes, I absolutely do believe and think I can teach the AI how to get down. You feel me? Pause, because I don't know how to get down, personally, but I believe with the right amount of coding in zeros and ones, I could definitely teach them how to have a great wall and mouth. So yes, not am I only for the thissies. I'm also for the robotic.
The robotic box.
Yes, but yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, I think that's when we stray a little too far from humanity. And when you can have fake, AI,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because that's
I hear you.
it's all nice and dandy when you're like thinking about it, because it'll be cool. But then at the end of the day, you're like, how do you feel about that? You talking to AI robot? How do you feel about that? And they're like, I just want the box. I want to give you the box, and that's all I know, because that's what I'm coded for. But yes,
I promise you, when I asked this question, I expected like a version of that answer, but not there.
I love it. Yeah, I always got to keep you on your toes. I got to make sure I'm.
Because it sounded like you woke up for the question.
Answering the right questions.
It sounded like you came alive for that one right
Shots
there.
up also.
Can you pour me up?
Oh. What? I'm rude as hell.
No, you're good money, brother. You were having a passionate answer to the question.
He was very passionate about that one.
He was like,
I
know my audience.
I know what they want to hear. I'm feeling great. I don't know if you're feeling as great as me, brother, but
I don't know.
Before I do take us out,
let me know. Us out today?
Let me know if you want to ask Segi anything before.
When are we getting another music video?
Very soon.
Very soon.
I'm asking what the people want.
Very, very soon.
Come on.
Too busy laughing in the back. Do you have anything else you want to tell your friends and family? Relay it on the camera and let them know. Any messages?
I love everybody.
That's a fact.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I love it.
I love everybody.
Saying he loves everybody. Go slap In Touch but out of reach. Like,
facts.
Y'all are sleeping on an amazing through and through album. Our brother here put a lot of thought and intentions behind it, and I can hear it through the music, through the beats.
And the features show up.
Yeah, and the features do show up.
Drew and
Stunna Blam.
Stunna Blam went
that's
crazy.
My brother Rio.
Oh, that's
yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Shout out Stunna Blam. He's supposed to be here right now.
Anywho, favorite feature I think is Stunna Blam for me, but really? Wow. Well, that's beautiful.
For me, it's Drew.
Drew
went crazy.
Drew be spitting.
Spazzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Well,
he's that guy.
We're having a dandy old time, and we're gonna continue to have a dandy old time.
Yes,
Time
sir.
to really get fucked up, everyone at home. And I hope you guys have been enjoying this episode. You guys, please continue to tap in, subscribe, stream us on all audio platforms, and please support Segi, man, and our OTC brothers that are not here with us today. So, KWJT, you've been grooving with the South. Should I take it out?
I mean, you're like
He's a natural.
He is.
He's a natural.
It's like third grade.
You got Corey, Tavares,
Come on.
Segi, gang.
Come on.